Nakus, hello. My name is Autumn. I'm from the Cowlitz tribe, and I'm recording this now on unceded Coast Salish territories.
We invited students and alumni from the UW Farm to reflect on their experience and how being at the farm impacted them. Three themes emerged: community, knowledge, and gratitude.
Hi, my name's Brady Ryan, and the UW Farm absolutely changed my life.
I think my favorite thing about working at the UW Farm was the community. I love sharing food and sharing my excitement for farming. So teaching volunteers and sharing food with people like at the pizza bakes and whatnot was so rewarding for me and fulfilling, and kind of gave me an idea of how I want to have my farm based around community.
I remember my first pizza bake at the Botany Greenhouse and meeting other students that were excited about local food and sustainable agriculture really made me feel like I had a home and a community at the University of Washington, which can feel so daunting and like such a big place sometimes.
I decided to attend a pizza bake at the farm. From there, I went on to work as a student farmer for 2 seasons, and I've stayed involved with the farm in numerous other ways. I literally wouldn't be who I am today without the 2 acres of urban land that we are celebrating. More importantly, I wouldn't be who I am without the amazing and tireless people that the farm attracts.
Showing up to a pizza bake, and since then I helped out with a bunch of different events, got involved as an intern, even doing farm to table dinner and some retreats. And now a couple years out of school, I'm working in affordable housing real estate development. And while that's definitely not farming, it's a job that actually uses surprisingly a lot of the skills I gained, doing some of the work for the farm, helping out not really on the plant and soil side, but helping out on the people side, because that's what I cared about. I cared about, building and maintaining community. And what's awesome about the farm is there was a place for me to plug in.
The UW Farm was one of the first places that I felt like I could really build community with other people and make friends who shared the same passions that I did. One of my favorite memories of the farm is all of the pizza bakes with my good friends and getting to make pizzas with all of our favorite toppings.
And the UW Farm meant so much to me in college. I found other farmers, young farmers, who were excited about growing vegetables and raising livestock and what it means to be a farmer. And I got to be inspired by faculty and staff who have farmed many, many years, and I got to learn so much from that. And working with and on the UW Farm was so special to have that place on our campus.
I first got involved with the farm through the Dirty Dozen Student Farm Club, and since then I've really loved the sense of community I've found both through the club and through working on the farm. This season I was a lead for the housing and food services orders, and also a lead for on-farm research with the biotech company Adaptive Symbiotic Technologies. And I've really enjoyed working with both of those groups.
During my time at the farm, working as the student assistant for Waffle and being able to step onto this partnership with the UW Farm, we were able to address issues such as food insecurity and lack of food sovereignty within the Native American and Alaska Native community around the University of Washington. We were able to become more self-sufficient in regards to being able to grow our own food in a sustainable way, and it also allowed us to have access to organic food and also, more importantly, green space. It allowed us to practice culture and revitalize traditions that haven't been on the Duwamish land since their forced removal many years ago. And more importantly, it allowed us to build community with each other all around the intellectual house and bridge the connections between the UW Farm and the Native American community.
I've gotten to witness how our community can adapt to adversity and what it takes to be a resilient component of our food system. And as a public health major, I also think I've gained a really unique perspective on this one aspect of our food system that often gets left out of the conversation when we're talking about health and justice in our communities. My time on the farm has totally elevated my college experience. I wake up every day just so excited to come down to work and share everything that I've learned with others and with my peers. I think that I've grown more than the vegetables this year.
It just leaves me with thinking about all of the valuable things that I learned along the way, including hard work and dedication and being innovative and really putting yourself on the field with a good attitude. I am grateful for the opportunity that I got. How it's kind of led to the point where I'm at now is that I recently applied to a national scholarship known as the Fulbright Scholarship, and I want to pull some of the themes of learning about sustainability, especially in an urban setting, to bring to India, where I would begin a vermicomposting pilot project.
And I just have so many good things to say about my time on the farm. I feel now, looking back, that time was really formative in shaping the path I've taken since. And I just learned so much during that time. I feel that that farm allowed me to connect a lot of the theoretical knowledge I was learning in class and apply those principles in a really tangible and practical way. And I learned about the gratification of physical work, especially when it's connected to a meaningful purpose, such as feeding people. I remember learning about the processes and importance of soil and compost and feeling like that expanded my perspective on natural systems in a really big way. And even beyond all of the skills and learning, I just so admire all of the people.
My time on the UW farm shaped my whole experience at the University of Washington, and I'm now a graduate student at the School of Environmental and Forest Sciences studying soil science, and I can attribute that to the UW farm for sure. Thank you.
So I started volunteering, and then eventually I asked my instructor to make the farm a capstone site for my senior public health capstone. And this experience was incredible. It was 6 months of work with the farm, and I use it in all my job applications afterward, because I learned so much about how to partner with community members, how to write an impact report, and spread the message of everything the farm does.
So I think the farm for me was the first chance I ever had to get my hands dirty in the soil and really be a part of the farming cycle. It also was a huge part of my healing journey through college. I just want to express my deep gratitude for the farm for teaching me how to share, slow down, celebrate the intimacies of nature, and gather to share life at a communal table. I think now more than ever, we need to be taking the physical harvest we've had and the mental harvest, what we've learned these past few months, and sharing it with our community to help build each other up and grow. So happy harvest.
The crops that we were able to grow allow for students on campus to get a feel for native crops that some wouldn't have been able to do if they grew up in the city or didn't have an understanding of the cultural significance.
The farm taught me just the power and the absolute importance of community. I had found the farm my freshman year of college when I was sort of feeling, ripped from my community in a whole new place. And the farm gave me mentorship, incredible friends that I'm still so close to today, and just this beautiful feeling of what it's like to grow food for people and with people in a community. Yeah, and I have held on to that as just a truth that I will carry for the rest of my life, whether I become a farmer in the future or not. And yeah, that is just something that I could not have been taught anywhere else.
here, and I'm really honored to still be a part of this organization. So I've been here at the farm now for several years and sharing what I love to do. So it's been a tremendous opportunity to be able to work with not just the students but the general public to talk about flowers and why they're important.
It was the best class I ever took, and it wasn't a class. It was probably my favorite part of University of Washington, and will always be thankful for what it did for me and what I got to experience down there.
Mossy, thank you.